the game. You don't play to just play. Come after me! I'm a man! I'm 40! Can't wait! Let's go!
Yo, what is up? What is up? And it's Key, and we're back with another episode of the Hoop Dreams and TD Queens. And as always, I got my girl Jury here with me. Jury, what's going on today? Oh, Jury stuck in the multiverse.
I'm good. What's going on with yourself? I'm tired, but I'm good. I'm doing all right. Can't complain.
All right, looks like you freezing there a little bit. You stuck in the multiverse, but it's all right. We gonna get it together. But what's going on, Jonelle? Appreciate you coming in. Appreciate you. We do got a good show for y'all today. What's going on, Kyle? All right, so we got some good topics from the NBA and the NFL to go over. But first topic up we got here is the other, Mr. James Harden. Mr. James Harden. I thought we was done talking about James Harden. I thought we was. But hold on. Gotta get together. Looks like Jury froze. Y'all can still hear me, right?
Yeah, I can hear you. I'm gonna leave and come back. Hold on.
All right. What's going on, Kyle? What's going on, Desto? Yup, throwback Brian jersey. Got it on. What's going on, Ern? Appreciate you. One, Mr. James Harden. James Harden is now blaming Philly. Talking about something. He is not a system player. What do you mean he's not a system? What do you mean you're not a system player, that you are the system? Excuse me, you are the system? He said that Philly put him on the leash. How did Philadelphia put you on a leash? You went out there and choked. That's what happened. You went out there and choked. You did 2 games in the playoffs. 2 games. Where was you at for the rest of the playoffs? You're not the James Harden of the Houston James Harden. You're not that guy anymore. You're mad, and I understand. I would be mad too if you got promised something and it didn't come through. There we go. You got promised something and didn't come through. I've been wanting and praying Josh Harris to come out of the Commander's butt just for a little bit, to come deal with your 76ers organization. And you know what happened? He did, because he told Daryl Morey, you better not give him that money. I'm not signing that check. So you got to do what you got to do to get this guy off the team. Daryl Morey in the mid hours of the night was burning the midnight oil to get James Harden out of here. And he's now with the Clippers. And I feel bad for Tyronn Lue, because now he got to deal with it. But Jerry, your thoughts on James Harden saying that he's blaming Philly for everything?
I mean, who no-showed Game 7 last year? Who also led the league in assists and also crying about he's a system. He is the system. You led the league in assists. You don't need to score all the time to be effective, Mr. Selfish. He's delusional. And this is just a big old ruse to blame deflect. Both sides of the party have blame. With James Harden and you acting an entire fool all season. All off season. And you sit here and call yourself the system. Yeah, 5 years ago, and that system never won you a ring. So we'll see where that system in that deluded system in his head is what it is, delusion, a product of delusion. Because I'm like, you're a third best option on the Clippers. You're not the system there. You were the second best on your way to being the third best option in Philly. You weren't the system there. So when are you been the system and it's been conducive to winning basketball? None. So he's just being delusional and trying to blame deflect. I see through all of that.
Like, how is it going to work with the Clippers? Just like Adam said, he said that James Harden and Westbrook's going to start together, and that's going to be disastrous
Difficult.
if that happens. And we all know Harden's ego is not going to allow him to go to the bench.
Mm-mm.
So Westbrook is going to be the odd man out, and he's going to have to come off the bench. And we all know how that was when he played with the Lakers.
I'm like, bro, the Clippers are now old, injury prone, and they have a history of no showing in the playoffs. That's what they just did to that roster. I'm glad they kept their. Well, I'm not glad because I'm a Lakers fan. I don't care what the Clippers do, but they kept some of those young pieces. But it doesn't make any sense. Good luck, Tyronn Lue. But even though he has experience dealing with difficult divas, i.e., Kyrie Irving, this here is a whole nother ball game with Mr. Harden here. You got to keep him happy because he'll sabotage the whole team.
That's facts. PJ Tucker played. Where was James Harden at?
On the bench, laughing, doing who knows what.
Oh, I guess he still need to get in game shape.
Well, that's what he should have been doing, taking them 10 days off from training camp, getting in game shape. So when you forced your way out of Philadelphia, you'd be ready to play. Look at him hustling backwards.
Straight facts. Like everybody's like, oh, I guess the Philly strip club's gonna take a hit. No, they're not.
They look better without him.
Definitely, the Sixers are playing better basketball without him. They won 4 straight. They just beat the Clippers today. I mean, not the Clippers. They just beat the Suns today. So the Sixers are playing great without James Harden. Appreciate everyone in the chat. What's going on, E-Money? Siden, what's going on? Clippers got the Life Alert membership.
That's funny.
But Monday is James Harden's debut, and I am wanting to see what he does.
And what he don't do, because I'm going to be on him. I'm going to watch it.
All right, so we got the in-season tournament that started yesterday. These funky courts is throwing me off. It's crazy. Some of them are okay. Some of them are just disaster. The Pacers court wasn't bad. Who had a court? I think the Bulls had an all red court.
It was messing with my eyes too much. I'm like, this court making my head hurt.
Some of them courts is cool. Some of them are just funky. I know Milwaukee had an all blue court. I'm like, this reminds me of Boise State's field for college football. The all blue joint. It's not. But Bones Highland. He said that he didn't even know the end tournament season was going on. From what I hear is you get $500,000 each player, and even the coaches get an incentive. I don't know what this would promote. Do you think now who said Tyrese Halliburton? He said that you should be playing for something. Maybe teams would be motivated. He said maybe automatic bid to the playoffs. Do you think some type of initiative should be playing through this in-season tournament?
Tyrese only saying that because he played for the Pacers and they ain't been to the playoffs in how long? All right, then. So, as far as there should be an incentive, an automatic bid into the playoffs is not it. That's not going to happen. But there should be a type of incentive. Maybe they do get a trip to Vegas. That is a mid-season vacation right there. But still, it should count towards something and do count towards the total games in your seating. So I don't know what he's getting at there. But from my understanding of the whole thing, it's just been vibes. They have no idea what's going on. The players. They have no clue. But it brings a whole lot of energy. And you could tell they're playing for something. They just don't know what. We just got to figure out what that something is. It can't just be a $2 trophy from somewhere. It got to be something worth something.
Kyle says they playing for a trophy, a trip to Vegas, and plus money. I mean, I guess
That's enough.
I mean, 500,000 extra 500K in your pocket. I mean, I guess it's something. But them guys easily got 500K just laying around. But
I'll take it.
Facts.
If they don't want it, I'll take it.
Facts. I don't know. It's just, I guess, something they're promoting. I don't know if it's working so far. I know last night was the first of the games. You had the Pacers beating the Cavs. You had the Bucks beat the Knicks. Even though the Knicks could have won that game, Julius Randle. We had the Heat going up against the Wizards. The Nets beat the Bulls. The Warriors. That was a crazy game that came down to the wire. And Draymond Green. Then we had the Nuggets beat the Mavs, and then the Trailblazers beat the Grizzlies, which we're going to talk about them. So those are your first winners. I don't know when the next in-game tournament is, but should be a free trip. Should be a free trip to Jimmy G's Vegas brothel. I can't. But I don't know. But I'll take the 500K. I know the coaches, the players, they get the money. I guess extra money for them. Dang critters in my cage about to be thrown outside. But anyway, y'all hear them running around. Yes, I'm trying to do a show. Usher faces. But I guess it's all fun. You can't beat a Friday night game. It was some good games though, so I can't be mad at the competition. It's just like a regular season. So, but Kyle says he's all for it. I guess I give it a chance. Who knows? But whatever. But all right. So moving on here. Mr. Victor Wembanyama. Big Vic put on a show the other night against the Phoenix Sun, dropping 38. The two-part question is, if he worked the hype that he's bringing so far, and do you think that the Spurs can sneak in possibly the playoffs or play-in?
I think he's worth the hype. Like, he's 7'4" and he moves like he's 6 something. Like, that's weird. Like, he moves so well for somebody so tall and of his stature. It's like, he's worth all the hype because he's just doing stuff. I just like to watch him play. The way he moves, how he shoots the ball, it just looks effortless. I love watching him play. He's worth the hype. Now, as far as the Spurs getting somewhere, I feel like they can sneak into a play-in, and after they get in the play-in, it's whenever. But I feel like the Spurs are still missing like a solid piece or two around him and some depth pieces, because I really don't know the whole Spurs roster to be a serious playoff contender. But they can sneak in, though, because I don't trust Zion in New Orleans, if we're going to be completely honest. I definitely don't. Memphis is already out of it as far as I'm concerned. And then you look at the other teams in the West who have notorious injury-prone players that come playoff time. So it's very plausible they sneak in. But I think they'll be a good playing team.
So he said he said that he's going to be better than LeBron. I don't see it. LeBron came into the league dominating with nobody else on the team. Well, that's definitely true. I know the Spurs got an team. Again, you got Vessel. You still got Johnson, Collins. They got Jeremy Sochan last season. Pop got them playing. Pop got them playing. And it's something in there that Pop sees that he re-signs 5 more years, because I thought Pop he was done. I thought he was done. So I think I gotta see more games. There's only a couple of games I see him and Kevin Durant battled twice. But those still shots with KD shooting over him, and then Victor shooting over KD, it's still crazy. Is he crazy athletic, he is. He's good. Like you said, he's 7'4", moving like he's 6 something. He's like he's gliding down the court. He's lean. He's fast, athletic. He can shoot. He can defend. His wingspan is crazy. His wingspan reminds me of Mr. Fantastic. How you can just stretch, like his reach is crazy.
When he starts spreading his arms, he reminds me of a pterodactyl. I'm like, good Lord, dude.
Right.
He got pterodactyl arms. I'm like, and it's so fun to watch, but I'm like, I gotta see more of it.
But no, Victor's going to be good. It's going to be fun for him to watch, especially when he goes up against Chet in the Thunder. You know, because them two definitely, you know, are rookies, and they got it. They're going to have a good rivalry. They both lean. Even Joker told Chet that he needs to bulk up just a little bit, maybe. But I want to see Victor when it comes down to him going against a Joker or Giannis or Joel. Those type of guys. I want to see the challenge there. But right, just like Kyle said, the next challenge will be how does he handle the physical team? Again, like the Sixers, the Sun, especially the Bucks, like those big guys, even Zion when he's playing, because he's big and physical. Like I want to see how he does against those teams. Damien says what Adam should do the tournament. Whoever wins, give money to the city. Yeah, that's a good one. I mean, that's good. Something they can do for.
But the players ain't going for that. They want the choice of what to do with their money.
Yeah,
they
definitely. But the Suns, I'm having a bold. Not the Suns, the Spurs. I'm having a bold take. I say they get at least a play in over OKC.
I mean, I see it.
And don't matter how many picks OKC gets each year. I know Thunder's fans, oh, this is the year. We're getting better. Y'all been saying that for 3 years now. 3 years, and nothing's changed. So when are we going to see this OKC team? When are we going to see this OKC team? When are we going to do it? We know SGA is great. You got both the Jalen Williams is on your team. You got the Josh Giddey, who's I like Josh Giddey. You got Chet Holmgren. When are we going to see them take the next leap? Year after year, y'all close but no cigar. I don't want to hear it. I want y'all to be in the playoffs and be this team. Y'all got mad assets. Use one of them and get y'all a player in there, maybe a veteran guy or somebody that can maybe get y'all to the playoffs. But y'all keep using these picks, y'all not going nowhere. I mean,
they got plenty of talent. They got plenty of talent.
Like Chet needs to eat a Cheeto. He needs to eat more than Cheetos.
He needs to eat some oatmeal, some protein.
No, he need to go to NOLA and eat the gumbo with Zion.
Yeah. Whatever Zion eat, he need to eat.
Silva needs to take my idea and create a postseason tournament for teams that missed the playoffs to draft the draft position.
That's a good idea.
I can see that. You know, like you said, your OKCs, your Spurs, your Charlottes, you know, those teams. Jimmy Butler and Wemby would be nice.
You know, he's kind of depressed in Miami.
Interesting combination. Yeah, because they couldn't pull the trigger on Dame. Yes, Harden. He needs to eat some Southern food. He needs some good old soul food. Some mac and cheese, some chicken, some collard greens.
Plenty of bread. He needs plenty of bread.
Not my mama biscuits. He needs some of them. He needs some cornbread, something. He needs all that to get some meat on him or something. I mean, Chet Holmgren put on a little bit of muscle, but it wasn't that much. But yeah, they both gonna need to eat if they want to survive. Definitely in this league. All right. Who's hot and who's not? Boston Celtics, man. Boston Celtics are on a roll with the addition of Jrue Holiday and Kristaps Porzingis. I believe they are the only undefeated team left in the NBA right now. What's making the Boston Celtics so good right now?
They swindled the offseason. Like they hustled everybody. Like I'm just trying to figure out. They managed to get Kristaps Porzingis. They stole Jrue Holiday. and they've gotten this much better. And it's like they're doing exactly what they were bought to do. Like with Kristaps, he's providing key floor spacing, plenty of floor spacing, and he's not getting hurt so far. I need to see it come in February. I do need to see him stay healthy. That's my only question. But in Giroux, with balance and consistency, yes, this team is doing exactly what it's supposed to be. And I hate to say it because I'm a Lakers fan. I don't do Celtics, but they're finishing games like they're supposed to. There's been games where the starting 5 or 6, 5 don't even play in the fourth quarter because they're up 30, 40 points. Didn't they just put 155 up on whoever?
They put 155 up on the Pacers.
Yep. That's probably why Halliburton said what he said.
155 to 104. That was an ass kicking.
And it's not like they're just beating people. They're overwhelming people. And it's with the combination of the starters and the depth, and they're dominant. This team is built to win now and for the foreseeable future. Unlike Milwaukee, who I don't know what is going on, they're having defensive issues, but that's neither here or there. You know I don't like acknowledging the Celtics' greatness. I don't like doing it.
That last game that they played against the Pacers
was a clinic.
Tatum had 30. Porzingis had 13. Holiday had 15. Derek White had 18. Jaylen Brown 16. You had Halser off the bench with 17. Pritchard had 15. Barton had 11. So it's just like they were spreading the ball around.
When you have 6 to 7 people in double digits, that's an ass whooping right there. A walking
you know why Derek White is playing so good? He ain't got to worry about his hair.
Exactly. It ain't stressing him out no more.
And he's not stressed out. He finally cut it off.
He cut it off right after he got fired. He got flamed. That's exactly when he cut that off.
He said, I need to let this go. It's time to let it go. Let it go. Let it go. He let it go. He let it go. So, but no, Derek White is balling. I always liked Derek White, even when he was with the when he's with the Spurs. You know, he had the he had the hairband and the headband that was way back here. But no, Derek White can ball. I already knew he was gonna get playing time once Grant Williams got a free agency. Now Grant Williams is with the Dallas Mavs. I knew he was gonna get time as soon as he left. But no, Boston is a serious threat in the East. It's going to, it might even come down to the Spurs, not the Spurs, the Boston and Milwaukee, maybe in the Eastern Conference. Because I know how the Sixers team has changed, but I still don't know if he got the pieces to beat this Boston squad out the second round. But Boston right now is playing great. Again, they're 4-0. Let's see how long they can keep this up. But if Porzingis stays healthy, Boston's dangerous. Boston's dangerous. Derek White is why they were trading Smart. Okay. Do y'all think this up? The Celtics got to win more championships for them to be a dynasty. They gotta win the championships for them to win a dynasty.
Yeah, they haven't won a championship yet. Once they win the first one, if they're in it to get the second, once we start talking about multiple championships, we can start talking dynasty. They haven't even got one yet. But
Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown are close. They're close to getting one. They just fall short. So this Boston team, definitely I could see them hoisting up the Larry O'Brien trophy. So yeah, here you go, Kyle. Kyle was like, I like where Damian's head is, but no. But no, it was Boston is crazy good. I definitely can't take them for granted. And I know the Sixers play them in the regular season soon. So I'm like, so early already? They got y'all got the Nets, Timberwolves, and the Sixers on Wednesday. So that definitely should be interesting. I'm ready to see what we can do in a regular season up against Boston. But when the postseason comes, is 0-0 on the street different.
Yep.
All right. So going to the hot team. Of course, we got to go to the not team. Well, no, not the not team. That's Hold on. I know I got the picture in here somewhere.
You
Oh,
missed it.
I don't got the picture in here. But all right,
You
you're not
missed it.
you're not doing the picture yet. But the not team is the Memphis. Too many names in my head. The Memphis Grizzlies has not won a game yet. What the hell is going on in Memphis?
Not having Ja is starting to catch up with him. Not having Steven Adams due to another injury is hurting as well. When I watch highlights of the Grizzlies, they look like a good first half team at times, and then sometimes force spacing and defense just goes to hell. I like the fact that Marcus Smart is a good addition. I don't know, they're not a two-half team.
Oh, I
Defense,
did have it. Thank you, Kyle. I was like, I know I had it. All right, there we go.
like Marcus Smart is a good addition. I like what he provides. I like what Derrick Rose also provides. And Desmond Bain can get going, even though he looks a little awkward in that picture, but that's neither here nor there. They aren't finishing games at all. They're not finishing games well. Clearly, because their record is 0 whatever. Because they're not finishing games well. Their defense just sputters out.
0-6.
They're inconsistent. When it's there, it's there. When it's not, it's not. And the coaching is spotty too. I don't know whoever, Taylor Jenkins, that's his name. He should be facing the heat right now. Because it's going to be a long season without Ja Morant, clearly. And by the time they get him back, they probably won't be in position to make the playoffs regardless.
I can't. He's not good with Aquaman.
No.
They lost by
Like,
two.
lost them.
They lost by 2 to Portland last night, 115 to 113. Jaren Jackson, 30 points. Desmond Bain, 33. You had Williams with 13. David Roddy, 16. Marcus Smart with 8. Like, they could have won that game. Like you said, they can't finish. They can't finish games. The game before that, the Jazz blew them out, 109 and 133.
And when they don't finish, sometimes when they fall apart, they crumble. And it's like, all right, Memphis.
I don't know how long Memphis can survive until Ja come back.
They got 19 more games. It's gonna be a long 19 games.
Oh man. And everybody at least won a game. They 0-6. They got the Heat, they got the Trailblazers again, they got the Heat, they got the Jazz again, the Clippers, and then the Lakers, and then the Spurs, and then Boston.
Now they have some winnable games. They have some winnable games before the schedule gets exponentially harder. Like the Heat game. I believe that's winnable. But with their inability to finish and knowing that Jimmy Butler is Jimmy Butler at times, I doubt that.
I mean, like the Heat's not playing great. They 2-4.
Exactly.
So I mean, if they capitalize off a not so great Heat team, they can finish. Wemby might bully Jaren Jackson. That could be a problem.
That could be a problem.
If Memphis can't beat the Spurs, something ain't right. Something ain't right. They're they're not the Panthers because the Panthers won a game.
Yeah, they did win a game. Finally.
So yeah, you can't say they're the Panthers because they won a game. Christ. Anybody want guinea pigs? Anybody want guinea pigs? Y'all can have them for free. Okay, we're not there yet, but we are into the NFL though. Tua Tagovailoa and Patrick Mahomes. Now they are playing tomorrow. Is that the 9:30 game? I think it is. Yeah. It is the 9:30 game. This should be. I don't know why it's in Germany.
Oh, it's not.
This should be a primetime game. This should be prime time. I'm sorry, Miami and Mahomes.
That should be prime time.
This should be a primetime game, but we got to wake up early in the morning.
I'll wake up at halftime.
But Patrick Mahomes struggled last week against Denver, and Miami. They won. So here's the question: is Tua playing better than Patrick Mahomes?
Yes, and he's flat out outplaying, looking better than Mahomes, and there's a few reasons. One, his receivers can actually catch the ball and go. They can catch. We all know they can catch. We don't have selective catchability as an issue when as far as the Dolphins are concerned. That's an issue over there in Kansas City. And I mean by selective catchability means sometimes they don't catch it. They got butterfingers. Catch it, get a penalty, drops, stuff like that. Two, they've ran the ball pretty well. They've ran the ball pretty well, if we're being completely honest. Even though I know Pacheco's done what he's done. But they ran the ball well, kept defenses honest, able to open up those two receivers. He has better, like I said, he has better overall weapons. Three, it's a slight margin, but Tua's thrown less interceptions than Mahomes. So if Taylor Swift really cursed the Chiefs, I'm glad. They can both be out of my existence. I'm tired of both of them. Bye-bye. But like I said, with Mahomes, his offense is struggling right now because his receivers. It's literally Travis Kelce and a bag of dirt. I don't know how else to put it.
Not a bag of dirt. A bag of dirt. He got some of the Misfit kids. He got the toy. You remember Toy Story? He got the toys of the Misfit. He got the Misfit toys. That's what we got.
I thought my wide receiver room had some problems with drops. It didn't compare to the Chiefs.
Got Sky Moore. Thought that he was going to be this big name receiver. He's been no show. Kadarius Toney.
We know
MVS maybe is the only one maybe that can catch.
He's too interested.
Rice, he's coming along. But God forbid something happens to Travis Kelce where he can't play. The Chiefs are screwed. I'm never not going to bet on Mahomes because he's Mahomes. But I don't know. I don't know. Right now, Tua is 193 of 220, 193 and 274, 2,416 yards, 18 touchdowns, 7 interceptions. Mahomes is 209 and 304, 2,257 yards, 15 touchdowns, 8 interceptions. So Tua is balling out slightly better. Mostert has 10 touchdowns on the year rushing. Pacheco only has 3. I don't know why they're not running with Pacheco more because I say Pacheco's a stud.
Mm-hmm.
Then you got Tyreek Hill is on pace for 2,000 yards, 8 touchdowns, 61 receptions. He already has 1,014 yards. Already.
I bet the Chiefs would have wished they would have paid him.
Already. That's craziness.
They got to stop playing build a roster with these wide receivers and go get Mahomes a number one. Wait, they had one.
Kelce can't play no today. Tyreek gonna have his own Thanksgiving feast tomorrow. Like I said, it should be a good game. Kansas City's defense has been keeping them in some of these games. I mean, they haven't won a blowout. They haven't really had a blowout game, Kansas City, that they won. Let me see. 31-17. Let's see, 19-8. The Broncos the first time. 27-20 with the Vikings. They really the Bears that they won convincingly, 41.
And it's the Bears. It's the Bears.
And you're right, it's Chicago. But everybody else has been played pretty close, though. 17-9 against the Jags, they won. So, I mean, they haven't really blown anybody out yet except the Bears. I know they got the Eagles coming up next. Not next, but I know they got the Eagles on their schedule. And, they're not going to beat them convincingly. It's not going to be a blowout. So, I don't know. Patrick Mahomes, they got to figure it out. with the receivers, because again, it can't be all Kelsey. We all know how good Kelsey is. It can't be all on. It can't be all on Kelsey. It can't be.
Then he's old. He's getting up there in tight end years because they're asked to block and do a whole bunch of other stuff. And he's had injuries. You can't keep relying on him just to do everything. The younger ones who've had time to develop, hopefully, should be trying to pick up some of the slack. But we all seen this year when there's no Kelsey, they don't win. Because you can't trust those receivers. Cool.
Exactly. So, but that's going to be a good game. 9:30. That'll be your Germany game, and it should be fun. All right, hold on. Now I gotta go back to one. Well, Josh McDaniels. We're gonna talk about Josh McDaniels. I thought I had a picture of McDaniels up here, but I didn't. Josh McDaniels finally got the boot.
Finally.
Josh McDaniels finally got the boot along with his offensive coordinator and his GM, Dave Ziegler. Mark Davis, all I got to tell you, in the words of Lizzo, it's about damn time. What took you so long, Mark Davis? What took you? Did it take you so long to see frustrated Devontae Adams on the sideline throwing his helmet? Or
He
you
threw a
got
whole
tired of
tantrum.
fans, or you got tired of fans heckling you while you're sitting in the box? Which one was it? But finally, the Raiders did something right and got rid of them. But now Mark Davis got to pay at least $85 million to coaches. He's still paying Gruden. And on top of that, Jimmy G got benched. He needed to get benched because there's no way you throw Devontae Adams, you miss Devontae Adams wide ass open. You throw the ball 10 yards over his head. Houseway. How?
Yeah, I've seen him miss Devontae at least twice. I'm like, bro. First of all, with McDaniels or McDummy, whatever we want to call him, I didn't think he should have been hired in the first place. He had lost the locker room if he even had it in the first place. He lost it. Like, did you not see what Devontae Adams did on the sideline? Went postal. And then if you listen to the Raiders interviews talking to people like Josh Jacobs, Devontae Adams, how snippy they would get and you know how emotional some of these players are, they're tired of it. I'll talk about another coach in a minute. It takes a lead player saying, I'm tired of this BS. You know who I'm talking about, who said that, for changes to be made. So it's like, you did a colossal whiff on a quarterback in Jimmy Garoppolo who's streaky and injury prone. Ain't he hurt now? Didn't he just hurt his back not too long ago? And he's inconsistent. And you had Derek Carr and you had Devontae Adams there specifically because Derek Carr was there. You get rid of him, and then you put a Walmart quarterback in place in Jimmy G. And now you see that the team done went to hell. Josh McDaniels done put this team in football hell if it wasn't already there. And it had no sense of direction. Nobody knew what they were doing. Josh Jacobs himself said, that's above my pay grade. I don't know. When you have players talking like that, you don't have confidence. You don't have belief. You don't have trust. Them dudes in that locker room didn't trust McDaniels to lead them nowhere but to the pits of hell. So he deserved it.
Jimmy G is the great value version in NFL. Yeah, Jimmy G is the Walmart version. Jimmy G almost ain't make his physical because he wanted to get foot surgery so late. He almost didn't pass his physical with the Raiders. McDaniels again shouldn't have been coach. Y'all didn't learn from the last time he had a coaching gig with Denver. Y'all didn't learn. Y'all haven't learned.
And then he reneged on the Colts, and I know that the Colts is of a mess of an organization they are definitely were like, I'm glad you decided not to come over here.
I'm glad you dodged the bullet, right? And I just feel like the offense of the Raiders is not how it used to be. Y'all wanted Derek Carr so bad out of Vegas, and y'all got Derek Carr out of there. Derek Carr, I keep telling y'all, it wasn't Derek Carr. It wasn't him. You know, McDaniels had training wheels on him. Why do you have quarterback. He knows what he's doing. He knows what he's doing. It was a horrible experience. It was a failed experiment. Like Aaron said, it was a huge waste of time. You're not using Hunter Renfrow right. Hunter Renfrow used to be money. And they used to call the plays third and Renfrow. Where's Hunter Renfrow? Josh Jacobs. Baltimore should have pulled the trigger on that. They should have pulled the trigger on that and got him out of Vegas and got him into Baltimore. That fits him perfectly because Baltimore is a running back team, it's a running team. So Josh Jacobs would have fit perfectly with the Ravens. Y'all should have just let Devontae Adams roll out. Why keep that man hostage?
Because what are they going to win? Nothing. They're not going to win anything. They're in the AFC West. They've all that division. Even the Broncos look better than the Raiders, and the Broncos got 70 put on them. Their offense looks better than the Raiders.
We're not going to talk about this Derek Carr slander, Damien. We already then schooled you once on the Carr thing.
Now the Carr situation,
not that Derek Carr is not looking good in NOLA. It's because everybody wasn't on the same page. Everybody wasn't on the same page with the Saints. You got Chris Olave running wrong routes. You got Kamara not going where he's supposed to go. That's not on Derek Carr. That's not Derek Carr's fault. That's not his fault.
Pete Carmichael. That's that whole offense needs a reboot. But But the last time they did that, and they had Rich Bisaccia, and we should have said they should have kept Rich Bisaccia. They hired John Gruden.
Yep.
Which got him at least halfway into this mess. So it was like they frustrate me because they have so much talent. But removing Derek Carr, who was the heart and soul of that team, who really wasn't the issue with that team, was the reason why people were coming to play for the Raiders, because they seen what Carr was doing when the Raiders were going through turmoil with all them damn picks, going to jail and all that stuff. They rallied through that behind Derek Carr, not behind no damn Jimmy Garoppolo.
No. Now we got to see what the Raiders can do with Antonio Pierce. Antonio Pierce, former player of the Giants. He's played in NFL before, so he knows how things is. So let's see if the team. I think the team will rally behind him. And we'll see what the Raiders can do. Because again, Max Crosby on that defensive side of the ball is ridiculous. So we'll see what Aiden O'Connell can do. He with a rookie quarterback, he has a great running back and he has a receiver to throw to. So at least that's two back things in his back pocket that he has. When you need a rookie quarterback, you gotta have a good running game and you gotta have a good receiver. And he has both. Desmond Ridder. It looks like the Desmond Ridder era is over in Atlanta. He's been benched for Taylor Heineke. Is it time to move on from Desmond Ridder?
Yeah, and back to wasting time. Arthur Smith wasted a whole year of time fooling around with Marcus Mariota. This is how I look at it. Because if they would have played him when they drafted him, they would have played him, they would have found out because he was a second-round pick. I believe he was a second-round pick. So they would have found out real quick that he wasn't it. But they wanted to play around with Marcus Mariota and my Titans rejects and waste time. And now we're here. And Desmond Ridder has not been playing well. His ball security isn't there. He looked like a deer in headlights running towards danger. He's not it. And with Arthur Smith, he realizes that this man will get me fired if I continue to play him. So he's going to hide it under we're going to keep a watchful eye out for him because we saw some things that concern. Now, I don't know that either. If he do that, he's stupid because the city is already tired of Desmond Ridder and Arthur Smith. I live here. I know that for a fact. They tired of both of them. But it's like, the way I look at it is like, you just wasted a whole bunch of time. We got all this talent on that offense. You have people becoming myths like Kyle Pitts and Drake London. Those are talented. Now, when Taylor Heineke can come in and start winning games, he's literally going to have to start navigating this situation about what to do with Ridder. Because you can't just keep saying that he's hurt when he's not. And we're going to keep an eye out on him. because of a concussion when he's fine. He's gonna have to figure out some type of scope. But I think Ritter's done, if we're being honest. He's not that good of a quarterback. He's not a starting quarterback, period. He's a backup.
Heineke's definitely going to throw the ball around. He's going to find Drake London. He's going to get Kyle Pitts the game he's supposed to have. He's going to, the running backs are going to get involved, whether it's Algier, whether it's Robinson. He's going to get everybody involved.
We saw it versus my team. So it's like, I won that game, but once Desmond Ridder got out, we got one sack on Heinicke, and he got the ball up and down the field. I can admit that. My defense kind of let me down a little bit there. But they looked a lot better with Heinicke than they did with Ridder. They looked like a hot mess with Ridder. Not long. He does not have long. He's another coach that I think is next.
Speaking of that, great segue there, Sizen, because we are talking about who's next to get booted. Who is next on the hot seat? Rivera's next. I think he's next. They already had a fire sale. They got rid of Montez Sweat and Chase Young. I think Rivera's next. I think Eberflus is on the hot seat as well. Chicago. Who else seat is hot? Who else ass is burning right now?
Brandon Staley.
If Brandon Staley does not beat the Jets this week, mind you, they have MetLife. Don't even have him on the plane. Don't even have him go on the plane. He can go on a plane, but he's not going back to Los Angeles. He can go on a plane, but he can't go back to Los Angeles. Give him the pink slip right on the field, Herm Edwards style. Excuse me, sir. Your services are no longer needed.
I'm thinking it's Rivera because I'm like, it started even before then. It started with Jonathan Allen and that legendary rant. He was tired.
I don't think Frank Wright is going to be on the hot seat.
He's going to be on the hot seat. He's definitely
he's going to be on the hot seat, but his butt ain't burning.
These people's butt are burning.
It's like he just got a seat warmer right now because it's getting cold. But we talking about Rivera, Eberflus. Like the seat is hot.
The seat is hot. It's on fire.
Their butt is scorching. Like it's hot. Yeah.
These people got players in the media acting funny. Like with Rivera, you had Jonathan Allen saying it's been 7 years of this BS. He's tired of it. I think that was a shot towards the organization that he want to get out, but he's going to be a Commander for a minute.
I don't think McVay's on the hot seat either.
No.
McVay's not on the hot seat.
They're just rebuilding. They're reloading. But Rivera, his team is just painstakingly inconsistent, especially on the offense. I understand he's a defensive-minded head coach. But your defense as of lately hasn't done what it's supposed to do either. Allowing people to score 40 on them. Huh? And with Howell getting blasted in the backfield as much as he is, your offense can't get much of nothing going. And that's not Eric Bieniemy's fault, I don't think. I'll put some of the blame on him, but the way that team looks as a whole is not on Eric Bieniemy. That team has no direction. Rivera's next.
Why do Washington like dealing with San Fran? Trent Williams, because with Washington, where's he at? San Fran. Chase Young, where is he at? San Fran. Stop dealing to San Fran.
That's like my team need to stop dealing to the goddamn Eagles.
Don't pick up the phone. How he's calling. No. But Washington's on a fire sale. Sam Howell isn't bad. You see,
he's not bad.
Put up 31 points against the Eagles, 4 touchdowns last week. Just came up short. He's got sacked over 40 times already. That's an offensive line issue. So Eric Bieniemy has them playing. They're talented on the offensive side of the ball. Deshaun Dotson, Scary Terry, Logan Thomas. They got Brian Robertson Jr. So they have weapons. They got weapons. And their front has always been good on the defensive side. Maybe not the secondary.
The secondary trash.
Right. Their secondary is poop. But their front seven's always been good. So
he's next. Ron Rivera is definitely next. If he's not going to be mid-season fired, he's right after the season ends fired.
See, this was Sean Payton should have did. He should have waited until Brandon Staley got fired. Should have stayed on TV, and he should have went to the Chargers because they're more offensive powered than Denver is.
Only thing Sean Payton did was lead the damn Broncos into a mess.
Brian Dable, I don't know. I don't know if he's on it. I don't. His butt ain't warm yet. It's not. It's
Daniel Jones. They'll get rid of Daniel Jones before they get rid of Dable.
Yeah.
Because they.
All right, so let's get into it. We got the last 9 minutes here, so we are going to go through week 9. I can't believe it. We're on week 9 already. If the graphic pops up, there we go. Week 9 picks.
I took my L already on Thursday, so there.
Oh my God, I was rooting for Tennessee.
I was so mad. I'm like,
I fell asleep and woke up. I was like, what do you mean they lost?
And it was so bad because we had a chance to win that game. We had a chance. I'm like, you know what? We got hurt. It was a short week. We'll live to see another day. It made me mad, but it wasn't that bad.
So we got the 9:30 game. We got the Dolphins and the Chiefs. Both teams are 6-2. Who you got?
I really want to pick the Dolphins. Actually, I am going to pick the Dolphins. I see them winning this game. They have Jalen Ramsey back. He should be back to form. He's going to cause issues for the Chiefs.
I'm also taking Miami to win this game. Damian said, what's the latest on Burks?
He's concussed. So he got knocked out during the game. That's what that was.
All right. All right, so we got the Browns and the Arizona. Clayton Tune will be starting for Arizona. Kyler Murray will start next week. I think Deshaun Watson's back. Who are you taking here?
The Browns.
Yeah, no, I'm also taking the Browns. I love their defense. Miles Garrett gonna have a field day with
Mr. Tune.
We got the Saints against the Bears.
I want to say give me the Saints, but I got a funny feeling about the Bears. Give me the Saints though.
I got the Saints to win this game. 4-4. They can probably try to take control of that South. I think Derek Carr and the Saints get it. They're getting it together. So I'm gonna take the Saints here. Green Bay. The Love Boat has sank against the Rams, and I do not believe that Matthew Stafford's playing. It might be Ripken. So who do you like in this game?
I really don't know. Hold on. Because if Matt Stafford's not playing, that changes the game plan a lot. But I don't have no confidence in Jordan Love either. If Aaron Donald can take over this game, then yeah, I'll give it to the Rams.
Stetson Bennett is out for the year. So Stetson Bennett is not there either.
Oh, Rams. Shoot.
I'm going Green Bay here. This changed my mind. Once I found out Stafford wasn't playing, I was like, nope, I'm picking Green Bay. But watch the Rams somehow get through this. But no, I'm gonna take Green Bay here because new quarterback, the receivers, they're not used to him. It's going to change a little bit. So I'm going to go Green Bay here. I swear. Jordan Love, you better not sell me this week. Minnesota up against Atlanta. No Kirk Cousins. He's done for the year. With Achilles injury, surgery went well. They did trade for Josh Dobbs, and then you got Atlanta starting Taylor Heineke.
Does the Vikings have Justin Jefferson back or no?
He's not back yet.
I'll take it up. And then Grady Jarrett just went down on that Falcons defense. Give me the Vikings.
Now, every time I don't pick Minnesota, they win. But I'm going to take Atlanta. I feel like Taylor Heineke can spread the ball around. Even though they lost Grady, I still think that defense, could get after Josh Dobbs. Now, this is going to make it interesting for Minnesota. You know how their running game kind of sucks. Josh Dobbs not going to stay in the pocket now. He is mobile.
He will take off.
Just like Kyle said, Dobbs might go off. I'm still going to take the Falcons here, but I think Dobbs might be, pretty good with Minnesota the rest of the games. I don't know if they'll keep him. There's rumors saying possible the GMs could bring Kurt back. But Dobbs might be okay with Minnesota. They don't have a great running game with Matheson, but he's not mobile. Will run out that pocket if need be. So, but I'm gonna take Atlanta. The Seahawks in Baltimore.
The purple feather brains. I'll take the
Not the purple feather brains. This should be a good game. Both defenses are not bad. 5-2 Seahawks, 6-2 Baltimore Ravens. I like the Ravens a little bit more in this game. But we'll see if the Seahawks just got Leonard Williams to that defense. So we'll see if they can get to a little more. But I'm gonna go Baltimore here. Got people going for the Seahawks in the chat.
I hope the Seahawks win, but I'm gonna pick the Raven, the feather brains.
We got both 3 and 4 Bucks going up against Houston.
Snooze fest, but give me Houston.
I got Houston as well. I think they bounce back. They can go even and go 4-4 in that AFC South. I think that defense can get to Baker Mayfield. So we'll see. But I like Houston here. This game was hard for me. Washington versus the Patriots.
This is another one of them games that's going to be hard to watch. I already feel it. Give me Washington.
I'll pick New England. I'm taking New England.
One, Ron Rivera is also coaching for his goddamn life right now. I take account of desperate times come for desperate measures. He might pull something out of his hat. But I wouldn't be surprised if New England won, but I like Washington a little bit better. And New England just lost one of their they just lost Kendrick Bourne for the year.
Right, but I feel like with Washington, you got rid of 2 of your best defensive linemen. Who was running after Mac Jones? Jonathan Allen.
Deron Payne.
They
got the linebacker.
I still like the New England's chances a little bit better. He said, "Don't leave me out on the island by myself." No, shut up. You want y'all like New England too? Okay, thank you. Dario Douglas will be unleashed. Okay. We got the Colts and the Panthers.
Panthers. I feel like the Panthers will. One, because I just hate the Colts. Panthers.
I'm gonna go with the Colts here. Sorry, Jerry, gotta go against you. See what Uncle Rico. Uncle Rico should be able to beat the Panthers. If they get Jonathan Taylor going, I think they should get going. Bill leaving New England, I can feel it. Ernst going with the Colts. We got the matchup of the afternoon. We got the NFC East. We got the 7-1 Eagles going up against them Cowgirls. Who are you picking?
Eagles. I hope they beat the crap out of the Cowgirls. I hope that the Cowgirls lay an egg. I don't like Dallas. They get too much goddamn attention. And I'm so sick and tired of Michael Parsons in his damn mouth.
He had a nerve to say Dallas fans is going to flood Lincoln Financial. Okay.
There will be a whole bunch of fights.
I'm going with the Eagles. Raiders and the Giants.
Tale of two bad teams. Who's slightly better? I'll give the Raiders a slight edge, but it could go over.
We got the Bills and New England. Bills and Cincinnati.
Cincy.
Got the Bills. I'm gonna take Josh Allen. And the Monday night game, the Jets versus the Chargers.
I feel like the Jets gonna pull out one and get Staley fired.
Go with the Chargers. I swear, yo, if the Jets beat them, Brandon Staley needs to be fired. On the MetLife Stadium needs to be his last stadium, on site, on scene. Dean Stanos need to call him on himself. Call him. Be like, don't let this man back in the locker room. Just get on out of here, y'all. Just get on out of here.
Get him a bus ticket, not even a plane ticket. A bus ticket.
Let him ride home. That's a long ride from Jersey to Jersey.
He'll be fine
on a bus.
He'll be fine.
Home, just not with the team.
No,
let him fly and coach. He don't deserve to fly first class. He can have some water and some peanuts as a snack.
Yep.
But there you have it, guys. That's our hour. I know an hour to go by fast. But we'll be back next week, same time, same place, same channel. Make sure y'all watch us on the Northeast Streaming Productions on Roku TV at 7 p.m. tonight. We will be over there as well. And as always, Monday morning, Coffee and Sports Morning Show with Chris and Mo. Make sure y'all tune in. For myself, that's Jury. We're going to get on out of here. Y'all enjoy the rest of y'all Saturday. There's still some NBA. There's still college football on. So
my Lakers play.
My Sixers already played. They won today, so I'm great. So let's go out of here, guys. Peace.
I mean, you can see right now, without LeBron, Lakers are struggling.
Let me tell you about a team I hate, all right? I know the Dallas Cowboy fan is here, so I had to make sure he knew how much I hate this team.
I'm ready.
I've often said that the people who run baseball, they try very hard to ruin it.
I'm from Brooklyn. I don't have a problem saying it to his face. Oh, I'm from Brooklyn. Hey, you guys any